Good day, everyone. This is Jane Howington. I'm the new host of North of 60, and I'm here with Heidi Schweikhofer, who is the
host.
The past host. I'm not saying the old host, just the past host. We wanted to get together and talk to you today about an upcoming event that we're really excited about. This is the second year we've done it, and it's bigger and better than ever, so we wanted to tell you a little bit about it. So on June 11th, which is a Wednesday, we are going to have a senior fair at the City Hall, which is down on Hudson Drive. It's a very large building if you haven't been there, and there's some community rooms in the ground floor. We're going to open it up. We have all kinds of vendors coming. They will be spread around 3 rooms that have dividers. They'll be open, and we'll have tables set up. They'll have all kinds of stuff to give away, free stuff. And so Heidi is in charge of it, and as coordinating it and so on. And so she can kind of walk you through a little bit about what happens when you show up and you park behind the City Hall and you either walk up or get a ride on our golf course and you walk up to the door. Then what happens?
You will arrive at 11 and not before. The businesses will be setting up before then, and we don't want them to be impacted right away.
And we'll keep the doors locked.
The door, okay.
So that because we always have early risers coming into our programs.
We do. So you will come into the door, and you will receive a shopping bag. And we have asked all of our vendors, and there are 25 of them this year,
good.
To please bring, quote, fun stuff. No notepads, no pens, no chip clips.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I know. We need more of those. So people are being very creative, and they were last year too in what they brought. We had everything from plants to seeds to cosmetics. I mean, it was just kind of an amazing array of stuff.
But they also have information on their services.
It's not just, I know. So what we hope you do is take your shopping bag and start at business number 1 and get to know the business and get to know, usually it will be the owner or manager who will be there, and see what they have to give to you, but also learn about them, because we have such an array of people coming. All of them are geared towards an older population over 60. Everybody else, is not what they're focused on at this particular thing.
And are these all businesses that are in this area?
Yeah, they all are.
They're all local.
Do you want me to tell you some of them?
Yeah, I think I'd love to hear what some of them are.
We have Sage Learning coming.
Okay, that's a great place,
I know.
Great learning educational opportunity.
And you'll learn about what they have for 2025.
Okay.
We, of course, have our senior living residents, Danbury, Springwood, Laurel Lake, Heritage of Hudson. They will all be there, and they've been such wonderful supporters of us. They've provided our lunches and provided our snacks, and we're very grateful to them. Western Reserve Hospital is coming, and they are also bringing material for their senior programs. They do wonderful things throughout the year.
And I think that's great, because they do some incredible things.
Yeah, they do. Really interesting speakers and so on. So they'll be there. Of course, we have a number of home care, and we have one hospice service, but we have some home care services. Heinen's is going to be there.
Oh my gosh.
Heinen's is an interesting program, and it's not just for seniors, but it is a food as medicine program.
Great.
And they are so welcoming to anybody who wants to sign up for the program or see someone at the store and say, talk to me about what's healthy in this store and where I can find it. So they're, I'm sure, going to bring things to eat, I hope.
Well, we will also have lunch stuff.
Yes.
So
Thank you. Yeah.
So our visitors that come, they'll be exhausted after going through all of this, and we have food. We have a buffet, I believe.
I think we're going to try to set a buffet up behind the community room, and then we're going to open up the old lunchroom for people to sit. It's not to spend an hour and a half, but to sit and have a sandwich and chips and stuff like that.
And if it's really nice weather, there's some nice tables on the patio.
I'd hope we can have the doors open
That would
and
be
have
wonderful.
the patio in use. We have some banks coming. One of the bankers talked to us in a presentation not too long ago about scams, and he's very knowledgeable about scams and also interested in working with his banking senior population. We have a hearing aid business coming. We have a dermatology business coming. We have a new business. We were contacted by the owner of a cleaning service.
Okay.
And the cleaning service offers reduced rates for seniors and will also do specific cleaning programs for them. So if you only need your floors mopped once a month and your baseboards dusted, they'll do that. Or if you need your whole house, or they sound very accommodating. So
That has been a life changer for my mother. Over the last year, she got a cleaning service, and that has just done wonders for her and for me, because I used to have to do the heavy cleaning for her.
Doesn't it make a difference?
It's very hard.
I have one who comes once a month, and it's like my free day when I don't have to worry about bathrooms and kitchen and all of that stuff. We have a funeral home coming, and I'm grateful that he contacted us. He certainly wants to talk about pre-planning and for one's funeral. Overall, Jane, we have 25 businesses coming to this.
That's
the
wonderful.
prosecutor's office, they're coming.
And they do a whole lot with elderly safety and scams and stuff.
Yep.
And I think it's important, I'm going to interrupt you again. You were talking about the banker coming. My mom recently got hacked. And
no kidding.
Yeah, and they were representing themselves as Capital One credit card people. And she has a Capital One card. The bank was so helpful. She didn't lose anything. They closed her or froze her accounts. They closed them. We opened new accounts and so on. And it was very informative because the bank, and this bank too, the bank really works with seniors to educate them on, don't use your debit card when you're doing a transaction. Use a credit card and then pay the credit card.
Is that what happened with your mom? She was using a debit card?
Because if you
word.
mail order something
right,
and you use your debit card, that company everybody in that company has all your banking information. So at any rate, it was very helpful. The bank was very, very concerned and helpful as customer service. And they continue to monitor their senior accounts. So it's really informative. And I'm glad we have that there.
Think about a future show on scams, on banking scams particularly. Not to get off the subject, but I really do worry about that because they look like your bank is contacting you.
And they can get into your computer so easily.
I know.
So, but we will.
Okay.
We'll think about that. But right now, I want to get back to the fun part. So we've talked about food.
Yep.
We've talked about
Free stuff.
What's fun about learning and coming and socializing and relaxing?
I think that what I learned last year from this event is that many of the businesses made their first business contact because the seniors came in and they talked to the owners or the managers and they learned about the business and then they contacted them after the fact. Okay. So it was a very mutual, I'm learning about you and you're learning about me.
Okay.
The fun part for me is seeing what people bring and all of the interaction.
That's fun.
It is, you walk in there and there's all these businesses and they're all so friendly and so looking forward to meeting the seniors. Some of them bring objects for raffle, which is, I think at Laurel Lake last year had a raffle every half hour.
Oh my gosh, that would be
neat
fun.
Things that would go, centerpieces and so on. So it's also a chance to sit with your friends and have a little lunch and talk about who they've met and what they've seen. It was just such a, what's the word I'm looking for? Appreciative thing last year on the part of both the seniors and the businesses, and that's exactly why we're doing it again.
And I think it's really nice that it can offer one-on-one discussions. In many of the Senior Network programs where we have speakers, and then at the end the speaker will say, does anyone have any questions? Well, if you have 50 people sitting around during that presentation, maybe a couple of them would feel strong enough or brave enough to ask a question, but many of them don't want to do that. But if this is one-on-one, people have the opportunity to say,
ask.
Personally, this is what's happening.
Have you noticed, I was thinking the same thing. Yesterday, I talked to one of our speakers who came, the eye doctor who we just had. And her comment in an email after the fact was how many people approached her after to ask questions about their own eyesight, or they see these things and they're worried about them, or they're facing cataract surgery. And I thought, well, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily want to talk about my own individual medical things in front of 50 people, but now at the senior fair, you get a chance to be one-on-one with a person providing that service.
That's really terrific. I think that's one of the really nice, unique things about it. So.
Emphasize where to park and the golf cart again.
So the Senior Network holds their functions in the community rooms on the lower level of the City Hall. The City Hall is located on the corner, behind the corner on Terex Road. That's their front door. Their side door to the back parking lot is on Hudson Drive. If you drive into the parking lot, park in the back, and we have a golf cart for those people that have problems with mobility, and we park our golf cart there, and we have a couple people that just love to drive the golf cart.
Everyone wants the golf cart.
And it's a great chance, even though it's only a couple of minutes of once you get on, and we drive you to the door. There's a one-on-one opportunity to just chit-chat with the driver too, and we have some very, very friendly drivers that really just love to get to know you.
Yep.
So again, you can come in. If you come before 11, hopefully it'll be nice weather. We can sit you outside while the vendors are getting their stuff ready. But try to come at 11, and if you make it a little bit after 11, you're not going to lose anything, right?
It's 11 to 1. So people do not have to all be there at 11. They can come at 11:30, 12, as long as by 1 we want to start winding up. And a number of the businesses have said after 1:30 they need to go back to work.
Correct.
So it's a good 2.5 hour span of time, and people don't have to show up right at 11.
And that's a good thing too, because you come in at 11 with 25, 30 people, and then you've got lines waiting, and you don't feel like you can really have that one-on-one interaction because everybody's pushing behind you. So you come a little later, and you have some people will be eating, some people it'll be a little bit more easy to circulate. But you park in back and walk up the back drive. It's a beautiful location if you haven't been there. It's just a beautiful park-like setting. You walk up or take the golf cart up. We welcome you in. You can spend, as much time as you need there. And then we hope that everybody has follow-ups with people, and you get an idea of what is offered in our local communities.
Yeah. And Jane, we've invited We've invited folks from Macedonia and Nordonia, and I am going to extend the invitation to Streetsboro, just so that because we're so close in proximity, it's nice to start sharing some of the programs that are easy for any of our seniors. So I suspect it will be a pretty large group. Last year we had 100 seniors.
And it was your first year doing it.
And it was our first year. And we made the mistake of having tables for eating right in the middle of the room, and it was impossible to move around.
Yeah.
So we have moved all of the eating part away from the main.
The city's been very nice and
Oh,
accommodating to allow us to open up some of the
Yeah.
other rooms to
Yeah.
be accessible for
Yeah,
eating and
exactly.
talking and stuff. So they've been very helpful and very good. We're still working on the coffee thing a little bit. We changed our coffee machines and we're getting used to it. So if you drink our coffee, please bear with us and tell us if it's good, bad, or indifferent.
And don't drink tea unless you bring your own hot water, because that's not working very well right now. It will be fixed.
It will be, and it probably will be by June 11th.
Yeah.
And just to remind everybody, Wednesday, June 11th, from 11 to 1 at the Hudson City Hall Community Rooms. Park in the back, walk up or take the golf cart up to the back door, get your shopping bag, and have at it. And we hope that people enjoy it, and we hope we
We're
can
looking forward
continue
to it.
expanding and offering things like this to our Hudson senior population.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to bring up?
No, I think it's going to be fun. I enjoyed it so much last year, and so did everybody. Not one negative anything from that, from the businesses or from the seniors. And it was so much fun. It really was.
And again, this is volunteer-based. We are volunteers.
Yeah.
When we coordinate these things, our speakers are volunteers, our sponsors are volunteers, and we're all doing it for our senior populations in the community and in our surrounding communities.
Yep.
And it's just a very special function. Now, next month in June, I'm hoping to have a guest from Western Reserve Hospital come and talk about heart issues. There have been a lot of things that people aren't aware of. You know, your major things like a pacemaker or a heart attack or AFib, but there are a lot of things that we should be aware of, and we haven't really covered it yet. So we're hoping to get a great speaker from Western Reserve Hospital to talk about heart issues
Good.
on our next program.
It seems like it affects, at one point or another, in some way or another, everybody over 60.
Or somebody we know or love,
yep.
you know, it
Yep.
does. So
Good. That will be a good program, Jane.
yeah. Well, thanks for coming in. And on behalf of North of 60 and HCTV, we appreciate you watching and look forward to having you visit us next month when we talk about heart health issues. And for now, thank you again, and all you seniors, be healthy
And come to the fair.
and come to the fair and have some fun with us.